The Dancing Plague. 9 Astonishing Facts about History's Strangest Epidemic. The Dancing Plague of 1518 is one of the most bizarre and fascinating events in history. It all began in Strasbourg, France, when a woman named Frau Troffea spontaneously started dancing in the streets. Join us now for this Liber-Tea episode as we explore more bizarre events in our world's history. Mysterious beginning. At first, people thought it was just a passing moment of eccentricity, but as hours turned into days, more and more people joined her in this strange dance. Within a week, hundreds of people were afflicted with this uncontrollable urge to dance, and it seemed like there was no end in sight. The authorities were baffled and tried everything they could think of to stop the epidemic, but nothing seemed to work. The dancing continued day and night, and many people even danced themselves to death. Theories and explanations. Contemporary explanations for the dancing plague were varied and often supernatural in nature. Some believed that the dancers were possessed by demons, while others thought it was a curse brought on by Saint Vitus, the patron saint of dancers. One popular theory was that the dancers' blood had become overheated due to the hot summer weather, causing them to dance uncontrollably as a way to cool down. However, modern theories have shed new light on the dancing plague and offer more scientific explanations for this strange phenomenon. One theory suggests that the dancers may have been suffering from ergot poisoning, a condition caused by eating bread contaminated with a fungus that produces hallucinogenic chemicals. Another possibility is that the dancing was a form of stress-induced hysteria brought on by the economic, social, and political upheavals of the time. Some historians have even suggested that the dancing may have been a form of protest against the rigid social order of medieval Europe. The Saint Vitus connection. During the outbreak of the dancing plague, many people believed that Saint Vitus, the patron saint of dancers, had cursed those who were affected. According to legend, Saint Vitus had the power to inflict a dancing mania on those who angered him or failed to show him proper respect. This belief was so widespread that many of the afflicted dancers would make pilgrimages to Saint Vitus's shrines in an attempt to lift the curse and be freed from their uncontrollable dancing. However, it is important to note that there is no evidence to suggest that Saint Vitus was actually involved in the dancing plague, and it is more likely that his association with dance made him a convenient scapegoat for a phenomenon that was not well understood at the time. Nonetheless, the belief in Saint Vitus's curse persisted for centuries and even influenced the naming of the condition as Saint Vitus's dance in some cultures. The deadly consequences. The physical toll that the dancing took on its victims was severe, and in some cases deadly. Many of the dancers would dance for days or even weeks without stopping, leading to exhaustion and dehydration. Some dancers were reported to have bloody feet from dancing on hard surfaces for extended periods of time. In addition to these physical symptoms, the dancing plague also resulted in a number of deaths. Some dancers suffered strokes or heart attacks as a result of the physical exertion, while others died from sheer exhaustion. One of the most tragic aspects of the dancing plague was that many of the victims were unable to stop dancing even when they wanted to. They were trapped in a state of uncontrollable movement driven by some unknown force. This lack of control over their own bodies only added to the fear and confusion surrounding the epidemic. Despite the severity of the physical symptoms, the dancing plague did not affect everyone equally. Some people were able to resist the urge to dance, while others seemed to be more susceptible to the phenomenon. It is possible that individual differences in susceptibility were related to factors such as age, gender, and overall health. The city's response. The authorities in Strasbourg were at a loss as to how to handle the dancing plague. At first, they tried to contain it by quarantining the dancers and preventing outsiders from entering the affected areas. However, this strategy proved ineffective as more and more people began to join the dance. In desperation, the city officials decided to try a different approach. They constructed a large stage in the town square and hired professional musicians and dancers to perform there. The idea was that the afflicted individuals would be drawn to the stage and could dance under the supervision of trained professionals. The hope was that this would help to alleviate the situation, by providing an outlet for the compulsion to dance. To further encourage the dancers to come to the stage, the authorities also provided food and drink. They hoped that this would help to keep the dancers hydrated and nourished, which would in turn reduce the severity of the physical symptoms. Despite these efforts, the dancing plague continued unabated. The professional dancers were unable to keep up with the sheer number of people who were affected, and the stage soon became overcrowded. In the end, the epidemic burned itself out, but not before claiming the lives of many unfortunate victims. The end of the epidemic. The dancing plague of 1518 eventually came to an end when the city elders took the unusual step of transporting the afflicted individuals to a mountaintop shrine in the hopes of finding a cure. There, the victims were encouraged to pray for absolution and ask for forgiveness for their sins. According to some accounts, the dancers were eventually able to break free from their compulsion and return to their normal lives. However, others suggest that many of the victims died from exhaustion, dehydration, and other related causes before they could be cured. Regardless of how the epidemic ended, the dancing plague remains one of the most intriguing and mysterious events in history. The legacy of the dancing plague. The dancing plague remains a topic of fascination and speculation in both popular culture and scientific inquiry. Its legacy has continued to inspire various artistic works, including literature, films, and even video games. In the field of science, researchers have attempted to understand the causes of the epidemic by examining historical records and applying modern medical knowledge. Despite the many theories put forth over the years, the true cause of the dancing plague remains a mystery. Some have suggested it was caused by mass hysteria, while others have pointed to possible poisoning or even supernatural forces. Regardless of the cause, the dancing plague remains a powerful reminder of the strange and unpredictable nature of human behavior. The dancing plague represents a unique and fascinating chapter in human history. Although it occurred centuries ago, its impact can still be felt today in the ongoing effects to understand the mysteries of the human mind and body. As we continue to explore the legacy of this bizarre event, we are reminded of the importance of remaining open-minded and curious about the world around us. Thank you for dancing along with us during this Liber-Tea episode. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment to join along, and remember to always let us know what other episodes you would like featured.